Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another tier list. Today I will be ranking the top 10 worst AK-47 skins in CSGO. I also just finished my new audio setup, so hopefully my voice sounds a little better in this video. I do actually want to preface this by saying that I don't think any of these skins are truly terrible. This list is mainly just the least attractive AK skins that are currently in the game. So starting off the list at number 10 with the Frontside Misty, this is definitely a controversial take, but the thing is there aren't actually that many bad AK-47 skins in this game. I don't actually hate this skin, it looks pretty good, but the reason it's the 10th worst AK in the game for me is that the colors, they're a little loud, you know, with the white, black, and like the turquoise, I guess, and it's just a little too much for me, a little too loud. Combined with the design, it just looks a little messy, a little unfinished. I'm not a huge fan of this one, and that's why it's at number 10. Again, not a bad skin necessarily, but just very bold, and it doesn't quite work in the same way that the Frontside Misty does with the kind of like wild mist wave kind of look. This one is just weird. However, if you do look closely, the pattern underneath is actually pretty cool in my opinion. And hey, if your favorite Pokemon is Porygon, this is the skin for you. This skin, I mean, again, it's fine. It's not a great skin. It's not a horrible skin, but it's rusty. And it's not even like a full rust coat, like the rust coat knives. It's just rusty. The patina look can look okay if you're the right kind of person, but for me it doesn't really work. And again, the thrown together look especially as well is just not, it doesn't tickle my fancy. It really just doesn't look that nice in my opinion. I can see what they were going for, but the execution was pretty bad in my opinion. So this one might be more of a personal preference thing just because I really don't like the X-ray at all, but this skin is just fucking ugly. It's just ugly. It's just ugly. I see no reason to use it, especially since it's really expensive for what it is. It's just like, why would you purchase and use this skin when there are so many other AK-47 skins in this game, especially when it's so expensive? And I'm just not really a fan of the X-ray skins in general, so that might be why it looks pretty bad to me. So this is a really OG skin. This was released way back in the day, and it's aged a little bit, but you know, it still looks okay, it still looks all right. But the reason why it's this high is that it's a covert, you know, like just looking at it, it's just a panther or Jaguar, I guess. It's just a Jaguar. It has the camo, the wood, and that's about it. It's really, I don't think it deserves the covert tier, and for that plus it just being kind of boring, I think it's number 6. So now we're leaving the phase of the video where I think, oh, these skins, you know, they're not great, but they're okay. They're usable. I can see why someone would like this. The Cartel is where I draw the line. This skin is very intricate. It has a lot of nice design scratched into the metal, but in-game, it just looks gross. It just looks gross. It looks like you have an AK-47, but without all of the cleanliness that comes with running the vanilla AK-47. It just looks messy, it looks unfinished, it looks weird. It just looks weird. And yeah, I really don't like this skin. It's just boring. Like, it's Safari Mesh. What do you expect? You know, it's Safari Mesh, like the most memed on skin in the game. The factory new looks good on it. It doesn't look great, but I can see why someone might like this skin when it's in factory new, just because it's really clean, and if you're a fan of that kind of camo design, I can get that. But in any other wear, it is just so ugly. It is really not a good skin. It's a Safari Mesh. Moving on to the next one. The Safari Mesh, but a little worse. It looks okay if you're going for like a camo loadout, but in any other scenario, essentially, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. It looks weird. It looks bad. It's a camo skin. It doesn't have the cleanliness of the Safari Mesh. This skin is pretty bad. This skin is literally a shittier version of the Frontside Misty. And the Frontside Misty is already on this list, so you can imagine why I might not like this skin. The black and brown do not go together at all. They clash so hard. And even in factory new, this skin still has tons of scratches on it. Like, why? Why are the scratches built into the skin? The only reason you would run this is because you're looking for a cheap stat track and you don't care about how the skin looks at all. But even then, just buy an elite build. Buy literally any other skin. I hate this skin. The worst AK-47 skin in the game. Ugly colors, ugly pattern. It just sucks. It's not attractive to look at. I never see anyone running this. It's not a good skin. However, there is a little part of me that actually kind of likes it because of how ugly it is. And another thing that I really like about it is that it has the whole vintage CSGO skin feel. Kind of like the Jaguar, you know? How some skins in this game that were released earlier on in the life cycle just have way different camos and skins that look different from anything else released today. I kind of like that sort of vintage feel, but that is not enough to save this skin from being the #1 worst in the game. It's just so bad.